Foreman is the difference in the game.
They have no answer for Kevin Hart. He looks just like Kevin Hart.
He does, Kevin Hart.
Kevin
Hart has transferred to Kingsport as, he does. As Reed is in the game, Reed passes the ball over to George. George for three. No good. Rebounded by Reed. Knocked away by Foreman. Foreman already at the timeline. He's that quick. 15-footer. No good. Short. Rebounded by Dean finally as it's knocked away a couple times. Strickland knocked the ball away for Dobyns-Bennett as we're going to have a blocking foul. No, they're going to call a moving screen. Moving screen away from the ball.
Luke Reed, that's going to be his first foul. First team foul here in the second half. Dobyns-Bennett with a 15-point advantage, 25, 4:45 left here in the third quarter.
Sally checks in for George as Foreman brings the ball across the timeline. How many does Foreman have, Coach Joe?
Foreman's got 19 points.
19 points. And 15-footer no good, knocked out of bounds. The shot was by Wadsworth, and it was knocked out of bounds by Relaford. It's going to be Gate City ball as the crowd's urging on Gate City. As we get the ball already across the timeline to Sally.
Triple team.
Yep, go ahead. Wide open shot underneath to Reed. Reed misses the layup as Dobyns-Bennett there to get the rebound. Wide open three is good by Strickland.
I thought Reed kind of got away with a little bump there after his shot. The referees didn't call a foul on him. Dobyns-Bennett goes down and shoots a three. Gate City may have been better served if they had called that foul.
As both teams have turned into a physical game, but with Dobyns-Bennett's speed today, and when we have Foreman averaging about 10 points a game, he's at 19 right now.
And unfortunately, those shots that Dobyns-Bennett was missing in the first half, they're making here in the second half whenever Gate City needs them to actually be cold. You know, Gate City's come back out. They've got 2 points in the third quarter. We played half of the quarter. Again, those were 2 free throws by Bradley Dean. Missed inside shots by Reed. Of course, you got David George shot a 3. You know, just completely out of sorts right now.
Joe, to George's defense there, he was the only one really open, and there was no one on his half of the court. It didn't fall in, but you can't really blame him for trying to make something happen here. Gate City's got to find a spark.
And they're not spacing the floor at all. Everything's getting wadded up, and Dobyns-Bennett's able to jump on them and use that double and triple teams on a Sally, on a Dean, on a Irvin. And right now, it is Gate City's completely discombobulated.
Well, Dobyns-Bennett's challenging somebody off the Gate City bench to come in and make an impact, and right now, no one's really doing that.
As Dean has the ball over to Irvin up front as he's double teamed, calling for the ball. Vermillion for 3, short. Rebounded by Reed. Good hustle by Luke as they get the ball over inside to Sally, back out to Reed. No good, as we're going to have a pushing foul underneath on Dobyns-Bennett.
And Rodman's impact is immediately felt. He gets his first rebound of the game.
Yes,
and
hustle rebound.
Gets a foul. And Gate City would probably be better served going straight at Dobyns-Bennett now, getting him in some foul trouble, getting 5 fouls, team fouls on Dobyns-Bennett. Gate City comes in shooting 76% from the line.
Pass inside to Irvin. He was triple teamed, but he went straight up strong. 43-27, and we're going to have a travel foul, yes. Trying to do a little too much was Brody Potter. And it's going to be a travel foul on Dobyns-Bennett. So Irvin bringing the ball across the timeline. We've got Vermillion set up on one wing and Sally on the other as they try to get to cutting Irvin. Pass the ball over to Reed. Reed just wants to shoot, but he decides not to. Irvin for 3. Bang! Zach Irvin's first 3 of the game. 43-30. 3:11 to go in the third quarter. As driving the ball, Relaford with a nice layup, 45-30. Sally was there to block it. It just floated over his hand. As Irvin shoots, no good. Rebounded by Luke Reed, and it's going to be off the ball. It's going to be off of Foreman as Foreman goes sliding over toward the bench.
I think Joe needs to start wearing a black and white striped shirt to these games. He's getting more and more animated each game of this tournament.
Joe is 3 for 3 on the correct calls today as the ball went off of a sliding Foreman.
Oh, I have to agree with you.
Dean wants to take the ball inside. Great move. Great underhanded lob from Sally to get the ball over to Dean, and Dean goes between the double team and makes the layup. Three-pointer. Give it to Thompson. The Indians are hot, you might say, shooting this quarter. It passed inside, it's going to be knocked away, and it's going to be Gate City ball. Has a little bit of argument from the Dobyns-Bennett players.
Joe is absurdly quiet on that one.
Yeah, I don't see much of that happening.
Another good call as they pass the ball inside. It's going to get knocked away. Yeah,
they've seen that one.
They've seen that a little too much as no charge called on Dobyns-Bennett as Irvin brings the ball across the timeline looking to pass the ball into Sally. Sally goes up. He's fouled. And count the bucket. Great pass from Irvin to Sally. Sally does a little fake, gets the foul and the bucket.
3 fouls on Thomas now. As Browder checks back in the ball game, he's got 3 fouls.
A little bit of foul trouble as we're still in the third quarter. 2:02 to go. 48-34, Dobyns-Bennett leads. As Sally misses the free throw, rebounded by Dobyns-Bennett. Over to Foreman, back out front to Jenkins. As we have, Relaford running the point at this time as we get the ball back over to the side baseline. Wide open three, no good. Rebounded by Dean. Dean to Irvin. Irvin actually has numbers this time, and he's going to shoot a three, and he's going to miss it. Over the back almost, but man, didn't call it. Here comes Foreman. Foreman passes the ball back over to the wing. He's wide open and rattles in and out as we have an outlet pass from Reed to Irvin. Irvin's going to take it all the way as they tackle Zach Irvin.
On the floor.
As the referees call the foul on the floor. They're either saying the foul was on the floor.
I believe it was on the floor. He's pretty emphatic about that.
Are you sure?
I think it's on the floor, all ball.
I think it was a jump ball.
But DB will be Gate City will be shooting as it's the 7th foul.
Zach did get up a little gingerly there. Let's hope he's okay. He's kind of limping around a little bit.
Yeah, Zach got tackled by 2 or 3 of the Dobyns-Bennett players as he went up for that layup. He'll be at the line shooting 1-and-1. First free throw, bang. 48-35, 1:20 to go. In a game that's getting more exciting as the time goes on, as we have a missed free throw by Irvin. Again, 13-point lead, 1:16 to go, as Relaford pulls the ball back out front. Gets it over to Wadsworth. Wadsworth wanting to drive. He's at the top of the key, a little razzle-dazzle dribble, and it gets him nowhere. That's Jenkins with the ball now. Passes over, and yes, that's Strickland again. Strickland having a good game on the offensive. Sally wanting to take it. Sally's going to take it. No way. They're going to call a charge. A lot of acting on that one by Dobyns-Bennett. Contact was on the shoulder. Contact was on the shoulder.
I know y'all can't see us right now, but Joe and I are both staring at Rob like he has 3 heads. That was a pretty straight-up call, I think. The Dobyns-Bennett player was standing there for a good 3 or 4 seconds.
Contact on the shoulder as he scooted over. 42 seconds to go, 50-35. Dobyns-Bennett leads. Dobyns-Bennett with the ball. Jenkins at the top of the key. May hold it for the last shot as it's now under 30 seconds. Again, Jenkins dribbling out front with Vermillion wide open. Strickland, watch for Strickland to take the shot or Foreman to take the shot. Now they have the ball over to Relaford. We're under 12 seconds. Relaford looking to drive. Passes the ball over. Layup, no good. Rebounded by Gate City, now by DB. As they're now going to call a foul on Sally going for the rebound. Contact with Foreman. Foreman really hustling today as we've got 2.6 seconds to go.
That'll be 4 on John. 3 fouls, 2.6 seconds left. Dobbins Bennett with a 50-35 advantage, trying to score again before the end of the quarter.
As Foreman comes out, I believe he got a Charlie horse right there as he really got kneed hard by Sally. As Foreman's going to go behind the bench for a little bit of treatment. Pass inside, yes. Great pass inside to Buzzer, Jenkins. Heads, guys, as the ball bounces just past the head. As I believe they're going to have a technical as the quarter ends. Let's see what we have. We'll hold it right here as we may have a continuation to the third quarter as technical foul is going to be called.
I believe that technical is going to be for slamming the ball down on Vermillion, maybe. I hate to point the name, but it's called.
I figured it was for him slinging the ball 3 seconds after the end of the quarter.
Right.
He wasn't going to get the continue. It wasn't going to be a close call on that.
Almost took out Rob's head and then goes into the stands. A little bit of frustration for Gate City. One thing I noticed during that quarter, how many players for Dobbins Bennett scored? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. 5 players for Dobbins Bennett. Well, 3 for Gate City. But it's been predominantly a two-man show for Gate City. Dobbins Bennett is able to. What's happening is if Gate City's defending a hot shooter, somebody else is stepping up. Dobbins Bennett right now has done a fairly good job of containing Irvin and Dean. And the shots, Gate City's getting the shots, are just not falling right now.
Well, and right now they are showing the blueprint of how to beat Gate City. You're going to double, you're going to have somebody sagging all the time. You're going to have sort of a rover. When Dean's got the ball, there's 2 people going. Whenever Irvin's got the ball, there's going to be 2 people going. You're going to get physical with them, and you're going to say, I don't think anybody's can beat us. And that's right now. I mean, it's, hats off to their coaches. I mean, that is the blueprint.
As we come back, as Joe said, we're going to have a technical foul. It was either the long shot after the buzzer went off, which is pretty much fleeing the ball, but
yeah, they didn't actually call a number, so I don't want to say for sure who that was on.
I'm going to say it. I'll call it.
But the ball did just come flying from center court all the way up past the end of the court up into the stands.
As Dobbins Bennett has the ball, it's 54-35 with both free throws made. As we have a steal by Dean, and they're going to say that he stepped on the time or out of bounds line. So give it back to Dobbins Bennett as Dobbins Bennett has the ball underneath their own goal. Trying to get it in, they do. They get it into Foreman. Again, Foreman having a great game today. As Chase Jenkins has it at the top, passes it back to Relaford. Over to Foreman, no good. Foreman has missed his last 3 shots, but he's been so hot the rest of the game. As Vermillion gets the ball to Irvin. Irvin shoots, no good. Irvin forcing the ball. As Coach Vermillion has a little contact and talk right there. As
nothing is going Gate City's way.
No.
Not the calls, not the offense, and not the defense.
No.
Right now, it is all Dobbins Bennett. 54-35, 7:15 left, fourth quarter.
Give the credit to Dobbins Bennett as they move the ball inside. We're going to have a block by Dean. Dean's going to end up coming out with it as he gets the ball to Irvin. Irvin's going to take it all the way. Give the layup to Irvin. Give the block and the steal to Bradley Dean. Here comes Gate City, wide open 3-pointer, no good, short. Rebounded.
That was his own player.
Dobbins Bennett player ran into his own man, and they called it on Gate City. Honestly, that was a bad
That was a horrible call.